So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry of the game for Zamir White. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, these two teams met in Vegas earlier in the season with the Raiders winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw, Ritter. Pass complete right side to Bowers. That one a first down pickup of 8.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Ritter now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Ritter will set up to throw it. Open man right side, Myers. Oh, look at the juke. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
Here's White. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Ritter back to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now the Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Mahomes going to throw. And it's intercepted. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on first and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's third and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. White will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to air one out.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. You look at this Raiders defense.
They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
They spent the week at practice in. We know our rating's not that great, and we know we're facing the #1 passing team in the league, but there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
It's caught inside the 25, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
And Xavier Worthy
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now increase here as he's past the 30.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Ridder to throw it.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one.
Second and 10. Looking to throw it here. Ridder.
Eluding the pressure right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They run straight ahead here with White.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Second and 9 from the 44. Here's Ridder.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Ridder from the gun on third down.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
How about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
And Xavier Worthy
with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their second straight victory.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ridder for the third time. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Xavier Worthy
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. There he goes, right side.
Down the right sideline. He may go. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Zamir White, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Breaks through the contact. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Oh, and this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. The Chiefs had a woeful 2-9 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Mahomes now to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And Patrick Mahomes, for all of his artistry and arm angles and what he can do in the short passing game, never forget he's got a cannon as well. He unleashes a big one there, but that time it winds up incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Mahomes to throw once more. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's incomplete. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Running out of the gun with White.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 33. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And that's what friends are for.
Right? As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And Mahomes picking up the 1st as he slides and hits the deck. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick 6.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission? Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
As a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
Now here's Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Xavier Worthy
on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So take away the touchdown there as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And this is caught. And they will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 29 yards.
And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ritter from the gun.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
Ritter. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. He'll dump this one off here to White.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Raiders on the move, a couple of big plays in succession.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
To the air again, it's Ritter.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Trey Tucker
from 3 yards out.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Here's Mahomes to throw. Going up top. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Xavier Worthy
on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Pass complete right side to Bowers.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
His throw incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
In a game like this, you're fighting, you're scratching, you're clawing, you're hammering away. That return has the feel of maybe cracking the rock and giving them a chance to get a big-time advantage.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And he stopped immediately there.
Robert Spillane able to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Pacheco once again.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Back to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Ritter will set up to throw it. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And taken right on the 30.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Robert Spillane able to record his 5th sack of the season. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback. And you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says.
He says out at the 8-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see...
And now off to the races down the right side.
Kadarius Toney. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Kadarius Toney, 92 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it.
The ball comes out.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
Flushed out right.
And that'll be caught by Toney.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll go up the middle with White. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
And in the second half of a tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play, to just airmail it out of bounds.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes faking the end around, and he'll look to throw it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
K'Lavon Chaisson, the former first-rounder, in there to get the sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Across midfield.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's now a half-dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Cassidy, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
And remember, this is a running back that fumbled on the previous drive, but fortunately for them, nothing came of it. And I think when that happens, sometimes coaches can lean a little more on forgive and forget. So he's right back out there and running again.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Ritter back to throw. That is caught.
The 20, 10, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Kadarius Toney
with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Raiders have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, right at the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
And Xavier Worthy, 70 yards. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5.
They defer to White out of the shotgun.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Ritter from the gun on 3rd down.
Eluding the pressure right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Back to throw, Ridder.
Escaping the pressure right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
Here's Ridder.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Myers. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. Able to push his way through. And he gets it down to the 32.
111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ridder to throw it.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Looking to throw it here, Ridder. That's complete to Tony.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Ridder now.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Kadarius Toney.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Carlson on for the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Raiders 49, Chiefs 42.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over here up near the 40.
Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up, and you're staring at an important third down.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up to the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes.
That is caught downfield. It's Worthy. And he'll be touchdown in the end, but a big play on that one.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Mahomes now to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. Mahomes. Flush to his right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Mahomes will throw.
Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
And Xavier Worthy.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Yet another trip to the end zone, and that last one, a bit of history. He has now broken the NFL record for most receiving touchdowns in a single game. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Eluding the pressure right. He completes it right side away. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense. And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
Here's Mahomes.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
And with a yardage gained on that last reception, he is now in the NFL record books, folks. The all-time record for most receiving yards in a single game belongs to him. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course, you got to keep throwing it.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Mahomes to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means he'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Ritter wants to throw it.
Throw left side complete. That's Tucker.
He's to the 15.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Well, that is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mahomes.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Here's 2nd down. Mahomes.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because